Through bad movies and dumb games, these idiots are bringing us together. PTR Radio is what America needs.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of PTR Radio here on the fabulous interweb. Boy, I could put a lot of those in there. It's got a long lead in. You know? All right. So next show, we're going to have a whole new intro. Full of our favorite guests. You know?
Boy.
Yes. All of our celebrity guests will make appearances. So, you know, all of our friends, our closest friends.
Including Mr. Shafid.
Yes, you should upload Mr. Shafid.
Should.
It would be, you can upload your own. So
He ain't doing nothing. I think Mr. Shafid needs to go on Cameo.
yeah, he could. Oh, yeah, he could. He made a strong appearance last show. For those of you that are curious, you know, you get subscribed to the podcast. Check us out on Facebook and YouTube. You can tune into the last show. Definitely, Mr. Shafid needs visuals. I think for the whole experience, you need to check out the video. But welcome to PTR Radio, this crazy show of ours where we talk about you know, anything and everything. And so yeah, this is us. And I'll tell you right now that it's probably going to be a short-ish show. You know, Colin is busy buying new luggage and booking a flight and then a boat ride. Meg Ryan is going to accompany him to a small island where Colin has decided that he is going to jump in and satisfy the gods of the volcano. Because Colin has a brain cloud, folks. It was diagnosed over the weekend, and you know, that's Colin don't feel good. So Colin's a sick boy. You know.
Yeah, well, got one of them headache boy.
Yeah. Oh, and that sucks. You know me. I'm Mr. Migraine. I know all about the headaches.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yep. Mike, you know the problem with Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop. Ghost pepper chips. That's even worse. So. All right.
These seem mildly hotter than the Pocky ghost pepper chips I got back there.
Mm.
These were from Five Below, so they were like cheap.
Ah. Yes. You know, I have.
They're hotter, but are they tastier?
Yeah, because you know there's heat, and then there's tasty heat. You know, heat for the sake of being hot isn't good.
I mean, these are potato chips. So potato chips inherently don't have flavor. It's what you put on the potato chips or specifically what they're cooked in. All right. If they're cooked in just plain old, you know, like vegetable oil or whatever, usually that potato chips have no flavor.
Right. Salt.
It's the salt
is the primary flavor. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's kind of the case here. There's not a whole lot of dust on here. I have a feeling that when I get to the bottom of the bag, that's when I'm going to be hurting.
Yeah.
Whereas those are like Doritos. Those are corn chips. So those have a little more flavor. As a base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Here's just an idea as a possible solution for that problem. Okay. In the future, try opening the bag upside down.
Here's another idea.
Good idea.
Now, I know this is crazy. Smash the bag and snort the chip dust. I know it's crazy.
The only way I would do that, the only way that I would do that is if I had Mickey Rourke standing behind me with a script, with his accent from Iron Man 2, saying, "You snort this is better." You know, this way we can compete against Ray Liotta's masterpiece final movie, Cocaine Bear.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I'm not hallucinating. I did not take any peyote today. This is a real movie based on a true story, people.
Have you seen the trailer?
Yeah, Cocaine
yeah.
Bear is an upcoming American black comedy thriller, directed and co-produced by Elizabeth Banks from a screenplay by Jimmy Warden. It is inspired by a true story of an American black bear who ingests a duffel bag full of cocaine in 1985, for those of you that are curious.
Yeah, the trailer for the movie was like, we decided to make a movie for PTR Radio. I'm like, yeah, you guys might have succeeded.
Oh, yeah.
According to someone in looking at the most commonly asked questions on Google, how much did the cocaine bear eat? Good question, you know? The state's chief medical examiner at the time said after an autopsy in December of 1985 that the bear had absorbed 3 or 4 grams of cocaine in its bloodstream, although it may have eaten more.
Yeah, honestly, if you haven't seen the trailer for this thing, you got to go find the trailer. Supposedly there's a Red Band trailer out there that I have not found yet. I need to find this. And
yeah, I was seeing that. Well, see, the thing is, I was thinking, okay, bear with cocaine. You know, I didn't really understand what the bear was. Because apparently the makers of this movie have decided that the bear was actually Yogi Bear.
The baseball player?
Because the cocaine has now become its picnic baskets.
Well, what's interesting is there is hallucinogenic honey. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Did I know that? No. Am I surprised by that? No.
Yeah, it's called mad honey. And so there have been instances of trippy bears.
Okay. Well, okay, so a trippy bear is one thing. Trippy bear is actually more dangerous than a cocaine bear. I'm going to tell you why. Because a trippy bear might be like rolling over and showing you his belly, and you're going to get that stupid hippie that's like, oh, come here, let me love you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me hug you. Who's a cuddle bear? And then when it comes off the trip, all of a sudden, boom, you're dinner.
Yeah.
Cocaine bear is just going to be wired and try to kill you.
You'll at least know what its intentions are, you know. And cocaine bear will be much faster than trippy bear.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's going to do it a lot quicker.
Okay, I found the mad honey, and I see you can buy it. And now that I see where it's from, I'm like, oh, of course it's from there. Where else would you find super, overpriced staples of, No. Okay.
Oh.
I'll give you a hint. The other thing that comes from this place is salt.
Himalayas.
And Mormons?
Yes. Yes, it's mad honey from the Himalayas.
So
you have pictures of it being, harvested from the sides of mountains. I'm like, yeah, that's not happening.
So
side effects include nausea, dizziness, vomiting, excessive perspiration, confused vision, and low blood pressure.
So every frat party I
Those
was
are
ever
all side effects of. I mean, if you just put alcohol in the honey, you get the same side effects.
But yeah, so cocaine bear was a real thing, which is maybe there is no Sasquatch, and it's really just been a bunch of bears finding cocaine in the woods. We ever think about that? And the reason why all the pictures are blurry is because they're moving so fast.
You may have to put this out on Twitter
Yeah.
while it's still working, because this could spark a new series on the History Channel.
The real reason for Sasquatch.
Yeah.
We could call it Coke Watch. You know?
See, instead of the dude with the hair going and being a meme going, aliens, we'll have Shaggy, Cocaine Bear.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So I'm just going to call it now. If this movie is successful, and they make it Cocaine Bear 2,
More cocaine, more bear.
more polar.
Polar cocaine bear, white snow.
Do you know what the street value of this mountain
Is? It's everywhere.
Okay, but technically, there already are cocaine polar bears, but they're trademark
Owned by
Coca-Cola
Disney.
Corporation.
So,
Oh.
oh man. So yeah.
So they might have a problem doing that now that I think about it.
So yeah. So fun stuff there. So
Speaking of Disney, and we don't have a whole lot on the white sheet here. I have to ask. Well, let me just start by saying we all didn't get through the movies for this show because of everything going on. So we're not going to have the double feature movie review. We're probably going to end early tonight. But I have to ask you guys, did anyone watch the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special?
no, not yet.
No,
but
it's on my list to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I won't ruin it for you.
Okay. But all right. So, but Mike, let's do talk about other ruined things, like Kias. Okay. So the Kia logo, all right, and this isn't anything new, all right. It's just that it now has entered a discussion topic, all right. For a while, and for those of you unfamiliar who's watching online, this is the current Kia logo, all right, and for anyone familiar,
this logo was, because Kim has a Kia. I can tell you that this logo was first introduced on the Stinger, which is their super sports car type model, and is now rolling out to all of their vehicles.
right? Which
So-
it's like a futuristic font, and it looks like a K and a backwards N.
Yes,
That's what it looks like.
yes, because
in-
it is not in the oval like the old logo was.
Mm-hmm. There's no bar in the A.
No, so it is. It's a K with a backwards N.
Yeah. So
Now here's the scary part about this. 30,000 people a month went to Google and asked who makes KN cars.
yeah. What brand of car is KN? Is the number one, question on Google. And you've probably seen the new KN cars out there and wondered when this new car brand launched and why their cars look so much like something a hamster would drive. It's actually Kia, and you're not alone in your confusion. It says a November 23rd, 2022 article. So, I mean, it's caused a lot of 30,000 queries a month Google gets of what is this brand.
If that's not a sign that you did something wrong, some graphic designer somewhere got fired when this story came out. No doubt.
Yeah. I mean,
Because even, honestly, if they just put a bar in the A,
that would solve it.
that would absolutely solve it.
You know, and it doesn't matter what, like, you know, what commercials you run, because nobody watches commercials anymore. All they're going to notice is the badges on the cars.
Yeah.
And so I'm not going to get, hey, this is Kia's new logo, because it doesn't, it's not representative.
No. No, it's not.
When I first saw it, I thought they were trying to make their logo closer to their cousin of Hyundai,
Yeah.
which is a pretty crappy logo itself.
But you know that logo as Hyundai.
Yes.
I mean, this change is like going from Coke to New Coke, okay? Some people understand why you felt the need to change, but it doesn't mean the change is good.
Yeah, to give you an example, so here is Kia's logos through the ages. The only more confusing version of their logo is from 1964 to 1986.
Yeah.
During a time when I don't know what the hell they were thinking.
We want our logo to tell everybody, hey, we're helping create pollution from our factories.
Well, that was 1986 to 1994 when they said, hey, we're blowing blue smoke because we've got an oil leak somewhere.
I don't know what the Q is all about.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. Does it mean we're bi-gender? Were they ahead of the curve there? I don't really know what an O with a half arrow through it means.
Wait. Hold on. Bi-gender?
I don't know what. I just made up a term. I don't know what it means. Maybe they got half a Willie and
you just
an
made
innie, half an
who's
Audi.
Both genders.
Well, they could be. Maybe it was a hermaphroditic company.
Listen, no. Okay, no. I draw the line. Okay, transgender, fine. I understand. Cross-gender, yes. Bi-gender, no.
Well,
you are
maybe,
not gender neutral. Fine.
Maybe there's
Bi-gender,
somebody. What do you call somebody who's only halfway done with their transformation surgery, Mike? Somebody with tatas and a wiener. Bi-gender.
There's a joke in here somewhere related to The Hangover Part 2. What do you call somebody with tatas and a wiener? A Thai boy. That's what you call him.
Well, that just seems xenophobic. Or racist. Take your pick.
I've been accused of worse. I mean...
The Taiwanese would have something to say about that, Michael. So, anyway, I should probably put that up for you, so that we can see what the internet says about this fine conversation that we're having. So yeah.
Once I was here going, do I educate you with actual words, or just let you go with your made-up words?
Nah, made-up words are more fun. There we go, Mike. Now you should be able to see them. I can't hear you now. I don't know if you muted yourself or...
I did.
Okay.
So, apparently, bi-gender is a gender identity which can be literally translated as two genders or double gender.
See?
Either simultaneously or varying between the two. How does that happen? How do you vary between the two? I'm asking because I have questions, people.
Well, Mike, you know how frogs work, right? You know, they go from one to the other. You know, because Jurassic Park told us that. Sometimes they just switch genders.
Okay, so they're Drax.
Yeah.
Well,
they're more like
no.
They're more like Jax from Deep Space Nine. Probably. I don't know.
Other identities, for those who experience multiple genders, there's multigender. We are crossing into an area that I just don't.
You don't understand, and we don't want to learn about.
I understand the mental aspect of it, where people may feel a certain way, and therefore they identify. I've come to understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But
switch hitters, Mike. But normally we would just call those bisexuals.
No. That's different.
No.
Okay.
That's different.
Because for bisexuals, you're talking about what they are themselves attracted to.
Okay.
Not what they are themselves.
All right. Can we just all agree that Kia doesn't know what they are attracted to or they are themselves?
We can agree that Kia is the bigender brand of automobiles.
So no matter what you are, a Kia will fit you. But
sure.
We also know that what's the Aussie one? The
Aussie car brand?
The station wagon. No, the definitely for lesbians car. Well, not other than a Jeep Wrangler.
I'm not going to answer this now because then I know exactly what car you're talking about. And no, I am not going to answer because I do not want to be that guy. I cannot be that guy on this show.
Okay.
I will not be that guy on this show. Okay?
Or any other show.
Well, Mike, will you be the person that sues Kraft macaroni and cheese?
You're just trying to make me have an aneurysm here because I guess I'm the one that needs to have some kind of infliction happen this week. Okay, so this one I don't understand. This is like the next generation of the McDonald's lawsuit is what happened. This woman, so on the box for Velveeta shells and cheese, says ready in 3.5 minutes. This woman, of course, she's from Florida, filed a class action lawsuit saying that no, it takes more than 3.5 minutes to create your dish. Therefore, you are false advertising. And she sued a class action lawsuit over this.
Mm-hmm.
This is quite possibly the dumbest lawsuit I've ever heard of.
I've seen a dumber one. I have a dumber one that I can discuss next. I will say the McDonald's one. McDonald's one was,
it had merit.
Don't bring up the McDonald's one because there was more there than people like to. Anyway, a different customer is suing the makers of TGI Fridays mozzarella sticks.
I went to Arby's the other day and they had a sign that says "Sorry for the inconvenience. We're out of mozzarella sticks." Like, no,
these are not.
That's not allowed. Arby's must have mozzarella sticks.
Yeah. This is the stuff you can buy in the store in the chip aisle.
Mm-hmm.
They're suing them.
You can buy mozzarella sticks in the chip aisle? I always find them in frozen food.
I don't know what they really are. They're probably like those Andy Caps things, right? They're just some. They've paid for the rights to use the TGI Fridays name and stick it on their bag of chips, which they call mozzarella sticks snacks. The original flavor. It's one of those baked things, right? Want to guess why they're suing them?
Because they don't have actual mozzarella.
There's no mozzarella in it. It's cheddar flavor. It has cheddar cheese in it, but no mozzarella.
Well, okay.
At least it has
a new
cheese.
Development.
Mm-hmm.
There is a new development here. TGI Fridays has been dropped from the lawsuit.
Right,
Alleging
yeah, TGI
mozzarella
Fridays is
stick
not involved,
snacks.
but the chip maker still is.
Yeah. Inventure Foods Incorporated. Wow. So a federal judge sided with the restaurant chain, but is allowing the case to proceed against the snacks manufacturer. Plaintiff argued that mozzarella is more valuable than cheddar, and the judge sided with her in part because of Parmesan. What?
I think it's being allowed to at least go a little further, because at least she is correct. What?
So Joseph, who is...
Oh, sorry. This
Joseph
particular
claimed the
article
packaging-
jumped at the end to talking about the macaroni and cheese thing as well. So I was confused looking at this going, why is he talking about macaroni and cheese suddenly? Sorry. Okay, sorry.
So Joseph claimed the packaging's promise of mozzarella cheese defrauds customers who are willing to pay a premium for mozzarella, which is more valuable than cheddar. I think Wisconsin would have something to say about that. Similar theories of liability have been employed. Velveeta mac and cheese, King's Hawaiian rolls. Okay, what happened here? Because they don't actually make the product in Hawaii, so a dude's suing them. Texas Pete hot sauce, because the product is made in North Carolina, not Texas.
Well, we talked about this one. Here's a man who wanted to legally change his age. You know, woman shocked jelly beans contain sugar. 2017 lawsuit. The foot-long sandwich is not a foot long.
Yeah. Barilla Pasta is being sued because Italy's #1 brand of pasta is actually made in Iowa.
People sued Red Bull because it didn't energize them.
And I had no bull.
Frozen shaped pasta? No. Okay, get out. We don't like anything to do with frozen in here. No.
Okay, now this one affects me.
Come on now.
Same
What?
price at McDonald's for a burger with and without cheese. 2 McDonald's customers from Florida sued the fast food chain for $5 million because they were made to pay for a quarter-pounder sandwich without cheese, the same price as a sandwich with cheese. The difference is about 30 cents. The problem here is the judge dismissed the case with prejudice, means they can't file a suit again. The basis for the dismissal was that the plaintiffs couldn't prove the price they had to pay caused them any harm. But I think there was a follow-up lawsuit to this, though, and it was found to be a violation of practice because this was a common practice for McDonald's to just charge you the easier to type in of the two items, because there is a price difference on the two sandwiches, and they do list them separately on their menus. And if you add up the 30-cent difference over the lifespan of somebody, it can add up.
Yeah, I mean, probably if you just said from the very beginning, we only have a cheeseburger, we can take the cheese off if you ask, but we're not changing the price, that's fine. But they actually had a hamburger on the menu.
Yeah.
Then they should sell the hamburger at the hamburger price.
Yeah. Husband sues wife over ugly baby.
So, well, okay, hold on, because I'm looking at McDonald's menu right now.
Mm-hmm.
They have a hamburger, they have a cheeseburger, but the quarter pounder is specifically called out as the quarter pounder with cheese. There is no just quarter pounder.
But there is a quarter pounder without cheese. It is actually on their menu.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking at the product page right now.
So am I. What one are you looking at?
I just sent it to you.
I think you're lying. And see, this is where I'm coming from, which is the actual menu page.
Look, I have the menu page too. If you look at beef, it says.
So okay, wait.
Hold on.
Okay, do you want me to get the menu from Japan and see if that doesn't say any good too?
No, here I'll show you. So here it is: quarter pounder with cheese, quarter pounder without cheese.
Yeah,
But the link
do you
I
see the
sent
problem
you-
with your menu, Shaggy?
What? It's
You're
California.
in Canada.
Well, I can get rid of Canada.
Gotta do U.S.
It's
Oh, is it?
That's the link that I just sent over.
I don't know why it thinks I'm in Canada. Burgers. And where's...
See?
Well, see, that's because they think us Americans need everything with cheese. But there is an option without cheese because I have ordered it and I know it's on the menu.
It's not on the menu. It's a quarter pounder with cheese. Hold the cheese.
It is on the menu. Well, but look, there's cheeseburger, there's hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
So why would they do that for that, but not for the others?
Because the hamburger is the classic sandwich.
Okay, so there's a little star. Oh, that just means gross weight before ordering. So anyway, I'm pretty sure. All right.
I'm looking at the app on my phone now.
Yep.
There is no separate.
For once, I'm glad I don't have an app.
I got
I
that
think I
for
just
everything.
installed. No,
When I
didn't
use the
install
app, you can take the cheese off, but you don't get a discount.
Right.
You can add cheese, but that costs.
Yeah.
So there you go. They have
Well,
fixed the problem.
Then they have changed it. Yeah. I'm sure it's as a result of the lawsuit.
See, that's the weird thing, though. If the lawsuit's still happening, by making that change, aren't you pretty much admitting you were wrong? Like, isn't that almost an admission of guilt?
Yeah.
But it is McDonald's, so
Oh.
that's why the toys and the Happy Meals are cheaper now.
Oh,
for
McDonald's had to.
junk.
McDonald's used to have cheese sticks too, and they had to discontinue them.
Yes. They used to have the 4 for $4 meal deal, right? Where you would get a double.
So I don't know. It's
Oh,
just
I didn't know this.
yeah.
Why?
Probably because of the
Both
same
lawsuits.
thing. Probably because it was. Cheese fraud.
Oh, because they were air.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, because they were fried air. So
All
it
right.
was air fried
Which-
instead of
which happens.
fried.
Which happens. So, and
Yeah.
anybody who's tried to make mozzarella sticks at home knows this. So, they used to have a 4 for $4 deal where you got a double cheeseburger, fries, mozzarella sticks, and a drink. Or no, and a McChicken sandwich. I think might have been $5 meal deal or whatever. But I regret to this day that I never got that meal because I would have put it all on one bun and called it the McFat Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken, burger, fries, mozzarella sticks, all on a bun. Eat it all at once. The actual conversation happened. I saw the commercial. I said that to Kim. She looked right at me and died. Yes, but it would be a valiant death. The only thing that would make it better is if I did it while the McRib was in town. I've never eaten a McRib, but I would have thrown that on there too. So I used to do that. I used to actually order a Happy Meal. If I wasn't hungry, I didn't care. And I got a toy. Back when I was actually in the office, it was great because you had a desk. You'd mess around with the toys on the desk. I mean,
Yep. All right. Now my messages are clogged with McDonald's links.
of course.
Let's see here. Okay, so
We don't have a whole lot on the white sheet here because
No, we
all
don't.
dealing with stuff here, right? So, 32 best adult advent calendars you can buy in
Yeah.
Canada.
And it's really weird.
Why?
Because,
It's Canada.
well, I'm sure we can probably buy them here too. It just happens to be a Canadian article. But what's really weird is the worship leader in my church, because I volunteer at church, actually sent out a note to our little text group and sent a link to they found it at Aldi's, a hard seltzer advent calendar. So, and says, I think we should get this. He says, I'd like to formally request this be used by the church as a way to track Advent for those of us rough around the edge Christians. And I said, sorry, I prefer stronger proof. Here's an Irish whiskey Advent calendar I'd prefer. And so then I had to, and then somebody says, does LaCroix have an Advent calendar? And I'm like, boo. So it just so happened to be timely.
You church-going people talking about booze is
I know, it almost sounds Catholic.
That's in my mind. Yeah.
So, but so these are other ideas for Advent calendars, and we'll see if they have any interest to any of us. So the first one is a Nespresso coffee Advent calendar. So Mike, what do you think? Nespresso?
I am not an espresso guy. I barely even use my Keurig anymore. It's my understanding that you need some kind of engineering degree to actually work an espresso machine, so that's a pass from me.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Another one.
I have one, but I don't use it.
Yeah.
It's not difficult to use at all.
Lindt Teddy Assorted Milk Chocolate Advent Calendar. Okay, now at least I could eat this. So that's okay, but
Yeah.
I don't want to have one little chocolate in a day. I'd eat the whole damn thing. It's like if you get a box of chocolates, can you stop at just one?
Well, see, this is training you for that New Year's resolution diet.
No.
So that you can open the can of Pringles and only eat a chip.
No, see, because the only way that a New Year's resolution diet is going to work is if it isn't in the house at all. So it does nothing for the training. Mala the brand mini candle advent calendar. Yes, that's what I want, is all these freaking candles.
Not to mention, okay, wait. So an advent calendar, in case we have any people who have lived under a rock, it basically you open something every day before Christmas.
Yeah.
And it's usually a piece of chocolate or something like that. Traditionally,
Something
it was
little.
a piece of candy, right? We're
These
talking
are-
about calendars, and I understand that this is just so. This looks like it's one per week leading up to.
Well, it says that
Nobody is burning an entire candle every day, and anybody that's doing that does not want different scents every day.
Well, the people that are interested in coconut soy wax with wooden wicks might be, Mike.
Same people that order a half-calf mochaccino double bullshit.
Yeah. Origins Funhouse 24 minis of face, body, and self-care favorites.
Valued at $242. If I'm paying $242 for an advent calendar, I better not remember buying it.
You're only paying $156, Mike. It's a bargain. A Ferrero Rocher collection chocolate advent calendar. Again, one chocolate hazelnut ball a day does not make me happy.
Yeah.
I need at least 2 balls every day. Now here we're getting a little bit better. Now we're getting to wine. Unfortunately, this is just a wooden one, a wooden thing, but it's a wine a day. Now, buying all these little wines is going to be a bit pricey. But, you know, a wine bottle a day, one glass of wine.
Aldi has a wine advent calendar.
Yeah.
It is famously spoken of in the Isle of Shame group.
Coffee, morning cup of coffee, a single serving of coffee beans.
Who got time to grind a single serving and brew a single serving of beans? That well, I guess if you got one of those fancy pants pour over thing, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe.
Friends, the official advent calendar of Friends. Who knows what the hell you're going to get from that. But you better be a Friends fan to pay for that. Here we go. Whiskey Explorer 24-day advent calendar.
How much is that one?
$253. And you get basically a shot a day.
That's fine. A day.
Yeah.
Keeps
the
Grinch away.
Mm-hmm. Here is it. Olive and June makeup for mani-pedis. It doesn't apply to us. Dr. Barbara Strum advent calendar, $560 US, Mike. You could buy 2 whiskey advent calendars for that.
What all is that? A ultra luxe beauty advent calendar. Yo, here's an Avon catalog. Go to town.
A Joe Malone advent calendar.
Who is Joe Malone? Post's mom?
I don't know, but they're charging $635 for it.
What?
They say it's a 100% wife pleaser.
Yeah, okay. Does it come with a dude named Javier that holds it for you?
I don't know. I think Javier is the 100% wife pleaser.
Exactly.
The Body Shop Share the Love Big Advent Calendar. Okay, at least here we're back down to reasonable. It's $69. Bubble bath, scrubs, everything else. Nothing I want, but, you know, somebody wants it. Godiva chocolate. All right, we're back to things we can eat. $40. Can live with that.
Okay, reasonable.
24 days of tea advent calendar. Colin, this seems up your alley. You're a tea man.
Wrong brand.
$39. Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate advent calendar. $12. Specialty coffee. And this looks like they actually send you, like, is that pre-made coffee?
I was going to say, be your own. What is that?
Top rated set from Etsy features 25 specially selected single estate coffees from around the world, slow crafted, hand roasted, and ground to perfection. So do you just add water to the bag? Is that what it is? Let's see here.
Oh, that's yeah. Let's click on that. Let's find out what's going on with that.
Okay, but now I gotta go, and I gotta go. My browser says no, don't go there. So,
how it work? Those look like, it's like MRE coffee.
Yeah, it is. You just add hot water. Like. Hot water to the bag and then pour out the spout. Click off the cap, open the bag, pour in hot water. Oh, from the tap is not going to be hot. Okay, it's a kettle. All right. Brew for 4 to 8 minutes.
Okay.
And then pour out.
Huh. You know, that's something that I would keep around, like, if I was traveling, like going on vacation kind of thing. Because you know hotels have crappy coffee. That's a good solution because when you're done pouring, you throw it out.
$62 is not a bad price.
It's not bad.
Heroes chocolate bar, chocolate treats, again, $16. Not terrible.
Yeah.
Charlotte Tilbury.
Ain't that one of the chicks from Sex and the City?
It could be. $283.
Oh, your ever-loving mind.
Harry Potter. We're going to get the $28. That's cheaper than I thought it would be.
Let's see, like, okay, Harry Potter calendar book filled with more than 25 surprises. What kind of surprises?
Yeah. Is a rat
That's
going to
crazy.
pop out? I mean, what is it? Lemire Advent Calendar, 595 Canadian dollars. Which is like,
Oh,
I don't know,
that's
that's maybe
low.
$23 US. I'm not sure what the exchange rate is nowadays, but Vulaspa? Vulaspa? I don't know. 12-day Advent calendar. 12 days. $79. Again, where they're chinsing us out of some days.
It's candles. Well, they're candles again.
Yeah, candles. I don't need candles. Lint Bear, more Lint Bear, 22. Yves Rocher Advent, more makeup, 75. Good Deeds. What? Good Deeds? You're
Charity
going to make me do
Advent
work.
calendar.
The calendar offers a meaningful way to donate to 24 carefully vetted registered Canadian charities for a minimum contribution of $24. Behind each of the calendar's doors is what the donation will achieve. So I give you $24 and I get told what my $24 did?
I'm gonna do you one better, okay?
Mm-hmm.
For a limited time, if folks email show@ptrradio.com and send $20, you will get a PTR Radio Advent calendar showing what your $20 donation has done for the Human Fund.
Minus processing fees.
Of course.
Yes.
But all proceeds will go to the Human Fund.
Mm-hmm. Yes. In fact, we'll send out, and you won't get it all in one thing so that you rip open everything. No. We'll send you an email a day for the 24 days. We'll go that far.
Saving the planet.
Yeah.
Saving the planet
Mm-hmm. Yep.
on behalf of the Human Fund.
Mm-hmm. And next year is going to be on the Human League. So, 25 days of beauty surprises, $57. Yeah. So I don't know. We can do such a better one.
So here's the
Teresa-
secret, though.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Go ahead, Teresa. Teresa.
Well, Teresa said that Opie Nails Polish has everybody's got an advent calendar. Is that you'd buy the Body Shop one? Now I saw she posted that up early on. I wanted to see if she was going to change her mind.
Mm-hmm.
This one is interesting though.
PTR leggings.
PTR leggings.
Okay, but what would be on them? Well, that's the question. What would be on the leggings? Do we just have Do we just have our logo everywhere, or our faces?
It's too bad we don't know a business that would be able to create such a thing.
Yeah, it is a shame.
We could have PTR merchandise, but the reality is, who's actually going to buy it and wear it?
Yeah. I mean, yes, we could do, and what is the market, for that? How many people want to walk around with, with us?
I mean, I could see like PTRradio.com across the ass where you normally would see like Juicy.
Yeah.
All right. And then down the one leg, we could have strong feet with an arrow pointing down.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then down the other leg, maybe like raccoon bacon. I don't know. Maybe.
So here's my tip, which was one of the advent calendars I found on a different list is the Dolly Parton advent calendar.
God, is it like 24 days of bras? What is it? I don't know.
It's like her favorite candies, I guess.
Oh, okay.
It was sold by Williams and Sonoma for $39.95.
Yeah, see, Dolly knows her audience.
I know where he's
But
going
here's
with
the
this.
secret, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't care that much about having it at the beginning of the month, you could buy it now because they still have some left for $14.99.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get your Dolly Parton advent calendar. Maybe you'll have to eat a week's worth of chocolates one day, but
Who complains about that? I never complain about eating a week's
Oh,
food.
see,
with a
I thought
chocolate.
he was going to tell me that, last year's Dolly Parton Advent Calendar is now selling on eBay for $300 something.
Mm.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, if there is, then we need to buy a bunch
Advent-
of these from this year.
Advent calendars are the new Nike shoes, right? They're the new Yeezys because you buy them, you hold on to them, put them in shrink wrap, and then you take them to somebody at an eBay site to get the certified sticker on it.
Now, have you seen the Die Hard Advent Calendar?
Oh, with the falling.
Yes.
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 Yeah. Falling Hans. Yes.
I got into an argument with somebody last week about the merits of Die Hard as a Christmas movie.
Well, it's
And
got all the.
This comes up every year.
Yeah. I mean, it obviously
But
is.
my point, so I wasn't arguing against Die Hard. What I was arguing was along the same lines. Gremlins is a Christmas movie. They
Yes.
like, no, not because it's not happy. I said Die Hard is not happy.
Yeah.
People die in Die Hard. People die in.
Did somebody die in
If
Gremlins?
you really want to be very, very... Die Hard is a movie that happens at Christmas. Okay? But Gremlins is definitely a Christmas movie.
Yep.
So Gremlins is more a Christmas movie than Die Hard is.
Yep. 2 people died in Gremlins. You're right.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair. But the point stands. Okay. So my next one, which was a leap, along your logic, said, okay, Die Hard happens at Christmas. If that's what defines a Christmas movie, you know what another Christmas movie is? Jaws the Revenge.
Yeah, but that was not my logic. My logic was Die Hard is a movie that happens at Christmas. Gremlins is a Christmas movie.
I should have clarified that.
Oh,
this
I'm sorry.
argument
Yes,
took
I
place
see
in
what
a
you're saying.
bar.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't a bar and there was alcohol involved. But my point was, if you're going to tell me that Die Hard is a Christmas movie, Jaws the Revenge is a Christmas movie.
Well, and so is Reindeer Games, Edward Scissorhands, Lethal Weapon, Trading Places, Batman Returns, First Blood, Rambo First Blood, Ghostbusters 2, Rocky 4, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Here we go. I found a list because we like lists.
I have a list of movies that took place at Christmas but aren't Christmas movies.
Yes, I have a similar list. Let's see if it's the same one that you've got.
Is theirs from Seuss Electronics?
No, mine's from Yard Barker.
Okay, both are go-tos for Christmas movies, as we know.
Mine is 25 best Christmas movies that aren't technically Christmas movies.
That's funny. Ours have both the exact same startup image. So,
right.
So number
You've
one.
got mail. Okay, well, go ahead.
Are you going from the top or the bottom?
Well, I'm going from
the top.
Which one, are you going my list or yours?
We'll go from your list.
All right. So,
All right.
Number one is The Thin Man. I don't even know this movie,
No, I don't know it either.
so I
It's
can't
a-
answer.
Yeah, it's a famous old movie,
Okay.
but it was more popular, I think, as a radio show than it was a movie.
Okay.
Okay. Number two, You've Got Mail.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Wait,
Because
that's a
Meg Ryan is.
Yeah.
Number three, The Apartment. I know
that's a
an
movie
old
that goes over an entire year, so it's hard. That's a
Well,
huge.
okay.
That should even be on this list.
Yeah, number three is The Apartment. Apparently, it won best picture, but I've never seen it. It's an older movie. Number four, Iron Man 3.
Because there's a Christmas song in it.
And it was snowing. Number five, L.A. Confidential. Number 6, 3 Days of the Condor. Number 7,
I
we
mean,
talked
that's
about.
more than.
Die Hard. I'll let you go with number 8, Mike.
The Long Kiss Goodnight, which the villain's evil plan is to detonate a chemical bomb in Niagara Falls during a Christmas parade. Okay.
Yep. Number 9.
9 is Gremlins.
I think they're completely wrong on that one.
Number
The
10.
claim they make in there is that Gremlins would be almost the same movie if it was set in any other cold weather month. No.
Except for
Gizmo was a gift.
Okay, but it could have been a birthday gift. But here's the thing. I agree. Gremlins should not be on this list. Why? Because one of the pivotal scenes of this movie is Phoebe Cates telling the story of how her dad died on Christmas. Spoiler alert.
Exactly.
Right? You can't tell that story any other time except Christmas. So without that,
Yep.
your host.
Number 10, Meet Me in St. Louis, an old movie I don't know anything about. Number 11, Edward Scissorhands. I mentioned it before. 12, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I said that before. Number 13, I don't know that I necessarily agree with this one. Babe, as in the pig.
Well, when Ferdinand the Duck learns about Christmas dinner, he knows that for animals on a farm, that means death. I never thought about that message from Babe.
Me neither. Now, number 14.
Wow.
Number 14 is a holiday movie. It's called Holiday Inn. It's most definitely a Christmas movie. My wife watches it during Christmas. So, and it brought us the
It's
song
almost like
White
saying
Christmas.
Christmas Carol was in a Christmas
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. Mike, I'll let you take 15.
Batman Returns? Wait a minute. Oh, that's right, because Christopher Walken is handing out gifts on Christmas.
Yeah, they were at a Christmas party.
Right.
Yeah, so definitely I think that's one that deserves to be on his list.
Little Women on
Little
16. Steel Magnolias at 17. 18, The Sound of Music. I don't think of that as a Christmas movie.
They said it used to be on TV a lot at Christmas. Yeah.
Okay, Chronicles of Narnia. 20, Trading Places. Again, I mentioned that one earlier. Eyes Wide Shut. Rocky 4, which I talked about. Reindeer Games, which I talked about. Lethal Weapon, talked about. Invasion USA.
Wow. Well, yes, because he's battling Latin American guerrillas attacking Christmas shoppers in Florida.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm trying to.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if anyone evidently. Catch Me If You Can also took place at Christmas. So did Mean Girls, Lady and the Tramp, and American Psycho. Those were from my list. So, yeah.
Wait, Rambo First Blood?
Yeah.
Ghostbusters 2?
Uh-huh.
Now, okay, so this one site says Scrooged is a non-Christmas Christmas movie. Are you out your ever-loving mind?
I just watched it the other night because it's one of the few Christmas
can you
movies
say-
I'll watch with my wife. So
How can you say that Step Brothers is a non-Christmas Christmas movie? Okay, I guess.
Bill Murray in Scrooge is one of the best, along with Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yes. That's the other one that I'm not sure if I want to watch the Ryan Reynolds, Will Ferrell one.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
do.
you
No,
do.
no, I'm sorry. Sorry,
No.
you do not.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
said the opposite of what I meant.
You
You
will hate it.
Do not.
You will hate it.
It's a musical, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely,
time.
100% a musical. Yes, It is. That's why I was like, we watched that over at my sister-in-law's place, and I'm like, oh my, Mike should be so glad we didn't pick this to watch, because he would hate it.
So I have to say, I did watch the movies because Kim and I watched A Christmas Story Christmas together. Actually, like planned and sat and watched the movie.
Yeah.
So I don't have notes on it, but it's like it may be the first legitimate PTR review movie that we've sat and watched together.
Yeah.
And I don't want to jeopardize that. I don't want to ruin that memory with something that I'm just going to be cursing about. So,
I mean, it's the musical aspect of it is really good. I have to say. I mean, because we won't review it, so we can talk about it. But it was a really good film, and the musical numbers were really funny. And there were a couple of bad ones. I'll be 100% honest. Like at the very beginning, when it was just Will Ferrell, they were kind of but the moment Ryan Reynolds got into singing, or whoever the woman was that was his assistant, those were good. And yeah, it was Good Afternoon was hilarious.
He would probably enjoy the Good Afternoon song.
Oh yeah, the Good Afternoon song was remarkably funny. But yeah, who knew that Good Afternoon was the same as saying F you?
I want to stop you at the whole I'm ancient thing. You're not ancient. Stop that.
No.
Yes, I remember The Wizard of Oz. That was always shown Christmas night. Or no, what was the other one?
A Christmas
March
Story.
of the Wooden Soldiers?
Or do you think of the Nutcracker?
No, was it the Laurel and Hardy? Was it Babes in Toyland or March of the Wooden Soldiers? I can't remember what the name of the movie was, but I remember that was always on the the Channel 11, the WPIX affiliate. That was always on Christmas night. That was like guaranteed. I think it was March of the Wooden Soldiers.
I don't know. My brother-in-law always bogarts the remote, and we end up watching A Christmas Story till he leaves. So,
well, that's the rule in Babes in Toyland from 1934. It was Laurel and Hardy, but I guess it's this. I don't know. Maybe it's known as both. I don't know. Or March of the Wooden Soldiers may have been the remake of Babes in Toyland.
Yeah. So,
so when my parents come over, when they come over here on Christmas, this is what happens. If they come over here, I put on A Christmas Story and lose the remote because it pisses them off. When we go over there for Christmas, my father-in-law, Kim and I joke about it. He sits there with the damn voice remote for Xfinity. Yule log. Yule log. Yule log. Hold on, I want to check the Giants game. No, okay. Yule log.
no.
But TBS did something different. Like they had Elf on for 24 hours.
Ugh.
One of these past nights.
Yeah, I think so.
They're turning, or TNT rather. I'm sorry. They're turning into the 24-hour. They're taking my suggestion of, like on 4th of July, they're going to play Independence Day around the clock for 24 hours. That kind of thing.
Are they at least going to play both of them to give us a break?
Do you want them to, really?
I love the speech, but I can only take so much of it.
No. Did you see the second one?
It wasn't terrible. It was just
wasn't
okay.
Terrible in the sense that Green Lantern wasn't terrible.
I mean, Green Lantern was pretty good. I mean, come on. It wasn't like it was the Cobbler. I mean, come on.
No.
I mean, it wasn't a superhero with a foot fetish. So,
Oh, while we're talking about superheroes, I mean, I know we're where we said we were going to kind of end, but I saw that they announced that the final season of The Flash, when it's going to premiere, and what it's only going to be 13 episodes.
Yeah,
So
probably.
So the Arrowverse is officially dead.
Yeah.
Because Stargirl got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
And now Arrow is... Well, Arrow, they said, we knew was going to...
Arrow was already gone, but they were supposed to do, like...
I'm sorry, I meant The Flash. We knew The Flash was going to wrap up. We just didn't know details behind the final season.
Yeah. And, CW has decided to move away from the DC properties, to move to more quick-to-produce, low-cost productions. Because
they have new owners.
Yeah, because they think that is going to bring them in money. However, even though the DC properties were costly to make, they were the most popular viewed programs on the network. So even though they were loss leaders, they were the only ones that had a chance to make a profit. So now they're they're going to go in the toilet completely unless they do something. I don't know what it's going to be. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that network. It's kind of like Amazon bought MGM, and all that properties. And now, according to the forums, one of a pretty major property it looks like they're going to let languish and just die out, which is the Stargate franchise. Stargate was huge.
Amazon bought it just for the back catalog. That's exactly what they said.
Yeah. And
no interest to do any production with it.
Well, except for the 007 stuff. That they're continuing to do production on, but they're not going to do any production for anything else, which is sad because there's been a desire for some of that other stuff. And, they've lost money on plenty of other stuff. So
honestly, I think the smartest thing for them to do would be to license it to someone who does want to run with it. That would be the smartest thing to do.
License it with a co-production deal or something, where they give co-distribution rights or something.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Anyway, all righty.
007 is just no.
Well, and they're doing a stupid reality show with it, so it just doesn't make any sense.
Reality show or what?
It's 007 Road to a Million, where it's basically like a Amazing Race style competition.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's really pretty dumb. Anyway. Well, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Sorry, tonight's going to be a short show, but hey, that's the way it is sometimes. We've got lots of stuff going on this month, and just had a lot of things coming up in between, and we want to give everybody a chance to get back to 100% before we try and do a 2-hour show. So don't forget to tune in 2 weeks. We will be back on 26th or so, provided that we don't get, abducted by elves and forced to work at Santa's workshop for the next year. 19th.
It's supposed to be the 20th, but we'll see.
Yeah,
right.
Sometime within that next week, or within the 19th to the 23rd week, we will be on air. Check out all of our social media pages, PTR Radio, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in, and who knows, maybe you'll see our faces on your pants coming soon. You just let us know if that's what you really want to see. And get 100 of your friends to also want to see that.
I will settle for 24.
Yeah.
If we get 25 people that want PTR leggings, a collage of our faces,
yeah,
I'll make it happen.
Yeah. So there you go. Minimum order. So either you got to get 24 friends or you got to want 25 pairs. So either way.
Colin's just looking like, I don't want my face on pants.
Okay, fine. You can get Mike and I on your pants. Colin goes on your underwear. That's the compromise we come to. So, All right, folks. This is PTR Radio. I think we're done for
On
tonight.
socks?
Yeah, socks. Yeah. Put you right on the bottom. That way, when I kick the feet up, you see Colin. And we'll just put the Colin show.
Colin's watching. No. Oh. So when you put your feet up while you're watching the PTR double feature movie review, we're watching it with you.
Yeah. There you go. And we can actually put double and feature. All right.
Here we go.
So send your product ideas to show@ptrradio.com. All right, folks. Stick a fork in us. We are done. I'm Shaggy.
I'm Colin.
I'm Mike the 8-Man.
Later.
Strong reminder, you can't even help yourself with the revenge of a monkey grinder.